Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
Police are asking the public for help with a fatal shooting. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories. Police are investigating after a man was found dead near a local business this morning. This happened by a Walgreens near North Durango Drive and West Deer Springs Way. Metro Police say when officers arrived, they found a man with a gunshot wound who was pronounced dead on the scene. Anyone with information about the shooting is urged to call police. Members of Nevada's congressional delegation sending Interior Secretary Doug Burgum a message about his plans to review national monument designations across the country. Senators Catherine Cortez Masto and Jackie Rosen and Representatives Susie Lee, Dina Titus, and Stephen Horsford wrote a letter to Burgum. The letter says, quote, "We will resist any efforts to come after our preserved lands and protected spaces." An Interior Department spokesperson declined to comment on the letter on Friday. During the first Trump administration, officials recommended reducing the size of Nevada's Gold Butte National Monument, but did not act on it. We have an update on 3 road projects involving Interstate 15. First up, the I-15 Tropicana interchange revamp is in the home stretch with traffic-related issues on the interstate set to be lifted in April. The I-15 North widening project between Speedway Boulevard and U.S. Highway 93 is 90% complete, according to officials. And the I-15 South widening project between Sloan and Blue Diamond Roads is about halfway finished, with a completion date set for January of next year. These 3 projects are part of the $1.8 billion of work that has been done on the highway dating back to 2010. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Cooling down tonight to the upper 40s and reaching an overnight low of 48 degrees by 6 a.m. with the clouds clearing out for a sunny Tuesday with a high of 69 and low of 45 tomorrow. Looking at a partly cloudy Wednesday with a high of 68 and low of 45, and rounding out the week with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s and lows in the mid to high 40s on Thursday and Friday. Sunshine sticking around through the weekend with highs in the low to mid 70s and lows in the upper 40s to low 50s. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. A new casino site in Henderson will grow by 14.1 acres under a plan unanimously approved by the Henderson Planning Commission. Representatives of Station Casinos told commissioners the new acreage will be used for surface parking for the Inspirada Station Hotel Casino. A series of zoning changes was required to add the acreage to the already 52-acre site at Via Inspirada and Bicentennial Parkway. City documents say the original approved resort is expected to have a gaming area, banquet space, and a sports book. It will also have hotel rooms, 3 specialty restaurants with outdoor dining, 4 bars, a bowling alley, and a 6-box movie theater. The Henderson City Council will consider the proposal March 4th. A luxury home builder is setting out to develop a condo complex for snowbirds near Red Rock Resort. Toll Brothers plans to build a 102-unit condo project along Charleston Boulevard just west of the 215 Beltway in Summerlin. According to county records, the plans call for 1- and 2-bedroom homes that span from 800 to almost 1,100 square feet. A Toll spokeswoman declined to comment on the project, saying it was too early to provide any details about it.
Vegas Station brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. Champ Kelly agrees to leave the Raiders, the two agreeing to mutually part ways Monday, according to a source. Kelly has been with the Raiders since 2022, but is leaving to pursue other opportunities. He had 1 year left on his contract. Kelly was hired by Dave Ziegler in 2022 and took over as the interim GM when Ziegler was fired, but he didn't earn the full-time job and stayed on after Tom Telesco took the reins in 2024. Kelly interviewed with the Jaguars to fill their vacancy at GM, but is not one of the 5 finalists for the job.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Daytona 500 got the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season started on Sunday, and with 3 Las Vegas natives in the field, how'd they all do? The top finisher of the 3 is Riley Herbst in his 3rd running of the 500, coming home in P17. Now caught up in a wreck was Noah Gragson, who comes home in the 28th position in his Rush Truck Centers Ford. And in that same wreck was 2-time Cup Series champion Kyle Busch, who is credited with a 34th place finish in his Zone Chevrolet. Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. During the NHL's regular season break for the Four Nations face-off, the Edmonton Oilers are the 6-1 favorites at the Westgate Superbook to win the Stanley Cup. The Carolina Hurricanes are the 7-1 second choice, followed by the Dallas Stars and Florida Panthers, each at 8-1. The Vegas Golden Knights are at 10-1 odds to win their second Stanley Cup, followed by the Toronto Maple Leafs and Winnipeg Jets at 12-1. The Colorado Avalanche, New Jersey Devils, and Washington Capitals are all listed at 14-1 to hoist Lord Stanley.
In Health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. This week, the Nevada legislature will consider a bill designated to address the growing problem of extreme heat. Assembly Bill 96 is on the agenda Tuesday for the Assembly Government Affairs Committee. The bill would require Clark and Washoe counties to incorporate a heat mitigation element into their master plans. This would include strategies for public cooling spaces, drinking water, and shade over paved surfaces. Last year's record-breaking heat was a factor in more than 520 deaths in Clark County, according to the coroner's office. In your 7 at 7 lifestyle news, sponsored by Palms Casino Resort, your Vegas to California connection. Thousands acknowledge Black heritage at the Springs Preserve's annual Black History Month Festival. The theme for the 16th annual festival this past weekend was African Americans and labor. Posters highlighted leaders who have made an impact on the success of the Black community, including James McMillan, Nevada's first Black dentist. This year's event also honored the late Hattie Canty, the first Black female president of Culinary Local 226. The festival featured vendors, live performances, and authentic African American cuisine. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Rick Harrison and Chumlee of Pawnstars have a new podcast with some big-name guests. LVRJ entertainment columnist John Katsoulias gives us the scoop.
What do Steve Aoki, the Incredible Hulk, and Derek Stevens have in common? They're all guests on the new Pawn After Dark, which premiered Thursday night. This is co-hosted by Rick Harrison and Austin Chumlee Russell of Pawnstars fame. It drops every Thursday. TJ Lavin of BMX fame was the first guest, and Lou Ferrigno of The Incredible Hulk is among the guests coming up. This is a way for the guys on Pawnstars to get a little loose and show you what happens after dark at Gold and Silver Pawn.
Live Nation says the Backstreet Boys will play 3 additional shows at the Sphere, quote, due to overwhelming demand. Their residency now runs from July 11th through August 3rd. Live Nation says the shows will include cutting-edge visuals and sound made possible by Sphere's immersive technology. For ticket information, visit backstreetboys.com. Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Knockby Injury Law.